Hey, friends, it's so good to see you. It's Saturday. That means it's time for my favorite live of the week. Well, except when we have classes. I love our classes. But for the regular weekly live readings that we do, Saturday is my favorite. It's the Saturday Psychic Sampler, where you ask specific questions and I give you specific answers. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and I'm so happy to see you here today. Of course, special shout out to the members, to the moderators. If you're new here, you must subscribe in order to be able to put your question in. So welcome new subscribers. So happy to see you here. All righty. Let's get going. I am just getting here for the questions. And let's go over to Card Cam. Okay, I'm totally wimping out today. And using my Smith Waite Tarot deck, Centennial Edition in the tin. Why? Because it is easy to shuffle. Easy to shuffle, easy to read. And, when y'all see me going with like the simplest decks, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm feeling lazy. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm feeling tired. And neither of those are actually true today. I'm not feeling lazy or tired. But what I am feeling is I'm just in a mood to do the reading. I'm not that interested in the beauty of the deck today. I am just interested in the quality of the information. And so here we are. All right. All right. First question up. Kimmy's Divination Station. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. My son got the job he was hoping for. If I remember correctly, I want to say that the cards were sort of favorable toward that, I think. The last few years have been the most difficult for my family. Can I finally let go of my concerns for him? I'll be working, but we'll watch the replay. Thank you, Christiana, and hello, Tarot family. Well, hello to you. So the job, so this is a long and complex answer. I can already tell you that. Getting this job for you is this like whole sense of, oh my gosh, this has been so hard. Is this the beginning of the end of that journey? In a way, yes. In a way, it is. But there's so much healing that has to be done here because as a mother, I mean, you're going to worry about your kid for the rest of your life, right? No matter what, you will. And because of the difficult things that have happened here specifically, the worry is greater, and you want to know if you can just get back to a normal level of worry. But the way the history is, I'm not even sure that's possible. So I think there's some healing, like him getting a job is not bringing you healing. You have to do that healing separately. How will this job work out for him? I mean, it's good he got the job he wanted. Will he be good at it? I think so. Will it be good for him? I think so. But I don't think he's going to be here forever, obviously. And I think there will be things about it he doesn't like, and those will be important lessons. Is he going to be okay? There will continue to be worries and upsets here. Probably nothing as bad as what you've already been through, but that's where I'm saying there needs to be a certain kind of healing from the hurt that has already happened and from the fact that this is a person who will always do things the hard way and there will always be a certain amount of drama involved. What I think we can say is there will probably be less danger involved, and that indeed is a good thing. All right. Hey, Dora, haven't seen you here in so long. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We really appreciate you. All right. Now, okay, so the next question I see is Lumen, But it looks like what happened is earlier questions got cut off, as they sometimes do. My live chat starts with Kimmy's divination station. I'm pretty sure there was something that came before. Sometimes YouTube just cuts it off early. And I'm seeing a second question from Lumen, not a second question, but like a follow-up to what was clearly asked before. Or is neither the best choice? Lumen, I am hoping you are here. And if you are, if you would go ahead, yes, you are. Oh, you put your question back in the chat late. Okay, can you do me a huge favor, Lumen, and just stick it in again, so I don't have to go scrolling for it? Because I'm looking at the beginning and I'm looking at the end of the chat. I've got two windows up, one for the beginning and one for the end. If I have to go scrolling, it's going to be a problem. Well, it's not going to be that much of a problem. But if you could put it back in again, I'm so sorry, so I can see it easily, that would be so great. And I will do that as soon as I see it, but I will move on right this minute to Adrija. And I'll do Adrija's question, and then I'm going to come back and look and see if you've put your question in again. Lumen, thank you for being here with us. Really appreciate it. Adrija, good to see you. Talking again with someone, A. Pull cards on how it'll be, the compatibility between Adrija and A. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm happy you're talking to someone. I really am. Okay, so what do we think about A? A appreciates your intelligence, which is good, seems to be open-minded and generous. I wonder if there's family issues there, if the parents will approve or if there's anything weird with the family. When we look at compatibility, take your time getting to know this person, but I feel like I feel like there's potential for compatibility here. There's potential for trust, for alignment as far as money and things like that, for a basis of friendship and for passion. So let's be open. Let's be open. Good. I'm pleased. All right, Lumen, thank you so much. Sorry to make you do extra work. Should I hire a studio? Let me speak. Should I hire a studio manager or focus on saving? If so, is SF or LQU a better choice or someone better? Love this question. Thank you so much. And again, sorry to make you have to copy it not once but thrice. All right, here we are. So first of all, you know how I like to do the either or. Hire a studio manager, focus on saving. Right now, focus on saving, right now. But would a studio manager in the future be a good idea? Yeah, and you'll know financially when the time is right. So not now, but at some point. And so then theoretically, if these two people were available when the time would be correct, SF is the better choice. SF is the better choice by far, by far. So I don't think now, but maybe in the future. And if you are going to do it, I do like SF. All right. Nalini Kalu, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. I feel like he's treating me like shit. Am I wrong for feeling that way? And should I walk away from a friendship that feels so hurtful? So let's look at what you're experiencing. Feels bad. There's no doubt it feels bad. Absolutely. What he is thinking he's serving, he doesn't know he's treating you like shit. I am not trying to make an excuse for the behavior, but he doesn't know. He doesn't realize. Is he open to hearing and understanding and learning? I feel like yes and no. Like he can hear it, he can understand it, he can apologize, but I think he doesn't necessarily grow. Is the friendship valuable to hold on to nonetheless? I feel like you're getting to a point, like I don't want to say go away mad. Recognize he had no intent to hurt you. And it's perfectly okay to continue the friendship if you want, but I think you are coming to a time where his lack of growth and understanding is not going to please you. And so you may be looking at the end of the friendship. The timeline on that is up to you. But at the same time, I'm going to say he really did not see what he was doing as hurtful, and he didn't mean it in a malicious way. My problem, though, is his lack of understanding and lack of growth. That's how I would see it. And I'm sorry, it's hard. Kanchan Verma, good to see you. I am doing well. Hope you're doing well, too. Some days I think maybe I should forgive my family, but it's the moment when I do, they again try to harm my self-esteem. Like the phrase, if you forgive the fox for stealing your chickens, he will take your sheep. How should I deal with this dynamic? Okay, you all will forgive me for one moment. I'm going to go into a little bit of a rant. So this is for Kanchan, but it's for all of us. Doesn't matter the culture, doesn't matter anything. This is a thing for all of us. There is a difference between forgiveness and involvement. I see it all the time. I see it in abusive relationships. When will you forgive me? Why can't you forgive me? They're not looking for forgiveness. They're looking to be allowed back in to the situation where they can be abusive. Forgiveness can be good for the soul. Yes, I forgive you. I just don't trust you. Do not conflate forgiveness with an invitation to re-engage. Do not conflate forgiveness with trust. Forgiveness doesn't mean trust. Now, in a moment, I'm going to go back and we're going to do the reading on Kanchan's specific issue here. But I want to say I see this in a different situation, very typically with abusive relationships, where abusers will ask for forgiveness, and it is assumed that the forgiveness now means that now I trust you. And I just want to make this very clear to all of us everywhere. Forgiveness does not equate trust. There we go. Okay. Now, should you forgive your family? Your family means no ill will. Your family means no ill will. You should have forgiveness in your heart for your family. 100% yes. Yes. You should have forgiveness for your family. Should you allow them access to you? Only in the most very, very limited of ways. Forgive, yes. Trust, no. And Diana, nice to see you, Diana. Thanks for being a member. Forgiveness is for us to let go of the anger, heal, and move on. Knowing it and doing it are two very different things, though. Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right. Mediha Ness, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Is the school hiding something? What else should I know? Ooh. And schools can sometimes do that. I mean, it's possible. Is the school hiding something? There's reason. There's significant reason to be suspicious. What else should you know? I think, because we're talking about a bullying issue, I think the extent of it has been covered up, and I think some of the perpetrators have not been dealt with appropriately. Should you, I know you're pulling your kid from the school, but should you pursue this? You know, if you pursued it, you could probably call some stuff out, but would it really change the system? I don't know. I think what you got to do is get your kid into a better system. But if you pursued it, you would find new information and you might bring some things to light. Would that help the situation? It would. I just don't know if you have the energy for it. So if you do pursue, there's something there and it would help. But the most important thing is to protect your kid. I'm so sorry you're going through this. Oh, Dora, thank you for the rant, by the way. I needed to hear that. Yep. We all do. We all do, because that's a thing. Because forgiveness, back to rant mode, forgiveness in most cultures has been made synonymous with a certain amount of spiritual grace, and like it's the right thing to do. Forgiveness is the right thing to do. If you forgive, you're a good person. So forgiveness has been connected to righteousness. And so our abusers will use it. Well, if you can't forgive me, then you're not a good person. But they're not asking for forgiveness. They're asking for access and trust. So forgiveness is a word that's thrown at us when we are the aggrieved party as an abusive way of getting back into our good graces. And sometimes they don't even have to do it. We do it to ourselves. So yeah, okay. I'm back now. All right. Febborn. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. What can I expect now and moving forward? All right, so a lot of information will be coming to light. A door has shut for you in your mind. So like what you can expect from other people, like we know what to expect. There's going to be asking for forgiveness. There's going to be apology. There's going to be dialing back on the harshness, but you're kind of already done, right? So you'll appreciate that, and that it's not going to be such a hard energy. But moving forward, what you can expect is a whole future. And a future that may actually improve financially for you, and may include romance and friendship and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, you can expect good things. Oh my goodness. So just follow up on the forgiveness thing. Thank you, Kenshin, for creating this whole side quest for us here. Dora says, yes, we are punished for being the victims. Yes. Diana says, you can forgive without letting toxic people back into your life. I know of what I speak, unfortunately. Absolutely. Mediha Ness, we don't even trust them enough to finish the school year there. We think they're covering up to save a big donor's kid. As much as, you never want to establish guilt based solely on what you get from a tarot reading, I would stake my reputation, Ness, that your suspicion is true. I believe it 100% based on the cards that came up. And I also believe you can't really fight it. It is better to pull the kid and go. And then later on, write reviews. You can have your revenge later. You can write some reviews. You can warn other parents. But I think that's exactly what's happening. So there it is. Oh, Febborn, I know you're not the cards, but love you, lady. Well, love you right back. Thank you. All right. Jeannie Mnuchin. So good to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. Buckle in. Let's have fun. Okay. Nia Lynn from Royal Shakespeare Company had a meeting with artists of all disciplines. She's directing Midsummer's Night Dream, which is potentially the best, right? I'm definitely not a Shakespeare actor, which I said. Does it make sense to be part of the ensemble process to connect with the broader theater community? Is this too outside my wheelhouse? Will they contact me? She's asking for all types of creative folks. Okay, so will they contact you? Probably, yeah. Yeah, they want all creative folks. Should you? You should totally do this. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Who knows? I mean, depending on the production and how they're going to do it, like you definitely can add something to this. Oh my gosh, whether it's about puppetry, costumery, acting, there's so much you could add to this, and making friends and having fun. And it doesn't feel like they're looking to do classic Shakespeare as much as they're looking to shake it up a little bit. And who shakes it up better than you? Yes, totally. Have fun. All right. Ness, you're so sweet. See, my Scorpio side just comes right out. Revenge will be to have my boy know he's a good kid. Damn straight. Perfect. Well done. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Oh, Lisa Harmon. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. Forgiveness does not mean absolving them from responsibility. Correct. That's exactly right. Well done. All right. Yolanda, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Will my relationship with my daughter change for the better soon? What is she? No, she just got a car, so she's 16. So yeah, I would say about 10 years, give or take, right? I mean, I feel like when we're dealing with our teens, we don't want to really judge what that relationship is at that point, because it will change morning, noon, and night. It will change every day, depending on whether they perceive that you're helping them or hurting them, whatever their agenda is. So, will my relationship with my daughter change for the better soon? Probably not, no. And I feel like expecting that isn't fair to you and isn't fair to her. Like, it's not the natural or normal way of things. In fact, what should happen over the next few years is that you can't wait for her to leave the house and she can't wait to go. Otherwise, people don't launch, right? So as much as you want to have a loving, trusting relationship with your kid, at the bottom of it, at the core of it, there also has to be that sense of they want their independence and they need their independence. And of course, they know everything and you know nothing. So no, do not expect it to get better. Just try to show up for her. Like, don't worry about the relationship. Just try to show up for her the best way that you can. That's really the key. Will her experiences with her classmates change for the better soon? To some extent, I think so. I think she's maturing and she's learning. And I feel like you're double dipping on questions here, but I'm going to do it just because it's an interesting one. Should I leave my husband? And obviously, we all know, you're not going to let tarot be this deciding factor on something that huge, right? But for S&Gs, why not? And the answer is not without careful consideration. You don't do anything like that in a flippant way. There's consideration for the kid. There's consideration for finances. There's all kinds of considerations. So not in a flippant way, but you should probably look at what those considerations are and what that would look like, if it's something you're interested in. All right. Justine, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Now that it's getting down to the wire, I can feel myself nervous and anxious about getting down to Galveston. Maybe it's the fact that I'll be starting over socially, or I'm worried about being able to get a decent job. I'm wondering if you might be able to use my mind by asking the cards, like, what is the worst thing that could happen if I go there and try? So, and what you're saying is, I guess more than anything, just hoping to get another check-in about the move to Galveston, if it's still in alignment for me to go. In my readings with you, the cards seem to mostly favor the move, but when I check in about the response, it doesn't seem quite as positive. And the thing is, wherever you go, there you are, right? But this is not like you're not putting money down on an apartment. it's not like you can't go back to where you came from. So I feel like you're making this huge deal when we're talking about like an hour and a half away. So you're not even like moving that far away from your friends. And it's not an investment in anything. You're not investing in anything. So it's not like, let's ask, it's a great question. What is the worst thing that could happen if you do this? The worst thing that could happen is you'll get a job. You'll wonder where you're going in life. You're already doing that. Some things that might piss you off, well, that's already happening. And your job might make you tired. But I mean, like, there's nothing bad here. Like, this is such a low risk situation. I mean, the biggest risk really is from the person who will be your part-time roommate. That's the biggest risk, and that's what I see here. So don't let that person use your car. Like, have good boundaries with that person. And that's the only risk. The only risk associated with this is the part-time roommate. And as long as you can have good boundaries there, I think you're good. So, there you go. Diana, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. What can I expect this year with my birthday in April on the eclipse? So exciting. A great time to do magic, specifically magic for creativity, money, and satisfaction. It's not so much what you can expect, it's what you can do with it. And you can really use that energy to move you forward, to fix this, and to fix this. Because you're doing this, and you're doing this great. But, you can use that energy. Okay, side quest from Justine. Okay, here we go. I know I'm going to be lonely whether I stay here or go there, so which loneliness will suck more? Stay where you are? Going there, it really doesn't matter. It really, it so doesn't matter. That part of it so doesn't matter. And you don't really have to be lonely in either space, really. Really, just saying. All right. Okay. DH, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. What does the universe want me to know? Ooh, this is good. What does the universe want me to know about the being that contacting me in my dream state? The being that contacted you in your dream state. Oh my goodness gracious, this is the best. Thank you. Thank you. I'm like so excited right now. What can we know about this? Okay. So I'm going to say it's a higher level of being. Angel or archangel, saint, or, guide, some sort of a guide. Not necessarily a human who has passed on, but something of a higher order. Is this someone that you've worked with before? Yes, but not to your knowledge. Is this someone that you have called in, not intentionally? What does this entity want? To open you up to new opportunities. What kind of new opportunities? Opportunities that you want. Opportunities regarding your creativity, your spirituality, your sense of identity, and the things that you nurture. All right. All right, baby cakes, I have a dark black screen. Let me check. I don't think it's me. I don't think it's me. I don't think it's me. I think we're good. Can anyone else tell me? Check, please. Let me know. For everything that I can see from here seems good. So let me know. All right. Allie Mammon, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Trey, fine with me. Okay, you're fine with me too, Trey. Thank you for that. Thank you. Okay. Baby Cakes, I think it's on you. Try refreshing. All right. Allie Mammon. Gianna, thank you. Good. Yay. Barbie Bird, good. After yesterday, that's good to know. Okay. All right, Allie Mammon, good to see you. I would like to know the state of my health and what spirit has in store for me reaching my goals. So you know the disclaimer around health. Oh, Baby Cakes, it works. Nice to see you. Glad you're here. Okay, Allie Mammon. The state of my health and what spirit has in store for me reaching my goals. So as far as health is concerned, obviously you know what I need to say there. Your doctor is your best source of health information, blah, blah, blah. That's the disclaimer. When I look at your general well-being, there is something out of balance. I don't know if that's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. I think you will be fine. I'm not worried in the long run, but there may be something you need to take care of. And as far as reaching your goals, well, the spirit is supporting you in reaching your goals. It's hard though. If it were easy, everyone would do it. And your goals are particularly they're not easy, right? So you have to spirit's willing if you're willing. That's the bottom line. Okay. Adriana Belange, so good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I had a vision yesterday about someone gifting me a place to live. Nice. It was not clear to me if it was through an inheritance or something different. Would this come through? Is this a literal thing that's going to happen? I wouldn't take it entirely literally. No. What I would say is it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor for good things coming to you. The things that you're worried about, whatever the things are you're worried about, money, housing, job, whatever that you're worried about. It's a metaphor that if, just what I said to the previous person, if you show up, spirit will show up, and you will receive help. And I think so often you've been feeling like you're pushing against the stream, like you're not getting help. I think the stream is telling you that the universe is going to start to be like the wind at your back. That's what I think. Trey Cameron, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. So last Saturday's sampler, I asked about Mahjong, and I got the Queen of Swords. I remember this. I want to preface this question with saying that I'm not gambling in any way. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for letting me know that. That's so funny. You know how I think, right? Okay. It got me to thinking. Is the card Queen of Swords, oh dang, I just overscrolled. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Right in the middle of, give me a minute. Here it is, okay. Got me to thinking. Is the card Queen of Swords suggesting that while it's important for me to learn the strategies and whatnot, there are times when I can marry strategy and intuition together? Because you brought up divination in regards to it. Well, it's so funny you should say that. Because I really feel like there's a huge amount of strategy in all divination. Like divination skill, yes. Divination, any game you're going to play, Mahjong, any other game, should be some combination of divination and strategy. Could the Queen of Swords mean that? Yes. And what do we see about that, for you in general? Man, see, this is the secret sauce right there. It's not just for Mahjong, it's for everything. And I think this is especially true for you right now, Trey, but it's for all of us, that the more we can marry strategy and intuition, the better we're going to be. And when we bring it back to tarot reading, because, I'm going to bring everything back to tarot reading at the end of the day, we always talk about interpretation versus intuition. And I'm really wishing I could write this down right now. If someone wants to write it down and DM me so I remember, because this would be a great thing to write about. It's not. It's never interpretation versus intuition. And I've been talking about this for my whole career, and my mind is just blown right now. So thank you so much for that, Trey. It's never interpretation versus intuition. It's always strategy and intuition. And so, yes, Queen of Swords, yes, good interpretation. For Mahjong, yes. For Tarot, yes. And for all of life. So, yeah, that was just brilliant on your part, Trey. Yes. And just caused me to have this whole mind-blowing thing that we've been having the wrong argument in the tarot community forever. So interesting. All right. All right. Martha Vank. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Oh my gosh, sad story. But I'll just ask my question. I'm so sorry. Will my longtime friend of 50 years, who was recently arrested for selling and using meth, oh my gosh, so sorry, receive my messages and respond, is he in treatment yet? Oh my gosh, meth is the worst. I am so sorry, so sorry. Okay, first of all, this friend, how, like, the first thing is, like, how's this friend going to be? So it's good that he's caught up in the legal system. I mean, I'm sorry. I know it's not right. I know it's not just, but it's good that he's caught up in the legal system because that's how it works in our society. And the thing is, he likes to party and he doesn't like truth. Is he in rehab? I don't know if he's in rehab or not. I think that's where he's ultimately going. I think he will go to rehab. Will rehab work? This is where prayers are really important. You really want to pray for him. And what you want to pray for, and I invite everyone in this group to join, whether it's prayer, magic, intention, law of attraction, I don't care how you do it. Go to church, light a candle, dance naked in the moonlight, do whatever. But here's what we got to be looking for here, is his ability to love himself enough to see the hard truth and know that he has the strength to do the work. That's the prayer. That's the magic. That's what he needs. All right? So everyone who can, even just in this moment, saying that prayer, please do. And is he getting your messages? Yes, he is receiving your messages, yes. Will he respond? Not until he's ready, but he feels your support and appreciates it. He's one of those people, he's a smart person, so he has the many layers of thought where so he can feel shameful. He can feel shame, but he can also justify it, so it's all the things. Oh, Martha, thank you. I'm so sad about it. It made national news. You may have read about it. I didn't, but he was a pastor in Connecticut. Oh, man. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. All right. Barbie Bird, you are up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. I'm feeling reluctant living in my current situation. Man, I hate it when that happens. Three-part question and inquiry. Apartment closer to DT in May or June? If so, will this improve my social life? Or should I relocate home or elsewhere in the next year? Yeah, we can do that for sure. Okay. An apartment closer to DT, I'm betting that's downtown, but I don't know for sure. But it doesn't matter to me. Matters to you. It doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to the reading. Will I find an apartment closer in May or June? If you look, it's not going to happen easily, but if you look, yes, you will find one that you will like. If you do this, would it improve your social life? Not all on its own. Would it make it easier for you to have a social life? Yes. Like the only thing that can improve your social life is you, but being closer to these places would be helpful for sure. So should you do that or relocate home? Definitely not home. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to say anything bad about your home, but I don't think it's time to go there. Or somewhere else. No, I think you should do exactly this. I think it's a good plan and I like it for you. All right. Downtown, right? It was downtown. See, I knew. I'm smart. I'm smart because I knew. But it doesn't matter. Like those little details won't matter to a reading. I am uber curious, man. That's why I do what I do for a job, right? And it makes IT John crazy sometimes. He'll be like, I had this 2-second interesting conversation with a woman in the grocery store yesterday. And I'll be like, oh, what was she wearing? Is she married? Does she have a dog? I'm just ultimately always curious about everything. All right. Joyous Ocean. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Planning a trip to Alaska and really want to go to Kenya as well. Not sure I can afford to do both. If I'm going to pick one, which one should I pick? All right. If you have to pick one, and I am neither confirming nor denying affordability or being able to do both or either. So just know that. But if it is really true, and I'm not saying it is or is not, if it is really true that you can only do one, which is the one to do first? Which is the one to do in this time frame? So, Alaska, Kenya. I actually like Alaska. I think if you have to choose, do Alaska right now. It might be simply that it's cheaper, but I think there's something there for you. Yes, Barbie Bird, I can see it's a tough rental market, which is why you're going to have to really look with your magical eyes and just like look and do magic around it to find it. Yes. Yes. All right. I'm always a downtown person. I would always rather be downtown. But then, no, see, I want a magic house, right? That is downtown facing. I'm on Main Street. I can walk to restaurants and clubs and stuff like that, and the library. But the back is facing a state forest where I can go in the woods. That's my dream home right there. I know it doesn't exist. All right. Who's next? AP, good to see you. How does Ray at work? Oh, no, does. Does Ray at work have a crush on me or just curious about me? I think at this point, just curious and having conversation, interested in conversation. Well, see, Barbie, we're exactly the same. Need teleportation because I'm in the woods, which is nice, but I hate driving. See, I'm exactly the same way. Yes, yes. All right. This is great. This is great. Sundial 40, good to see you. Did the hot doctor and I have a connection, or did I just imagine that? Parenthetically, I can handle harsh truth and truth sticks. And for those of you who don't know, this is the truth stick. All right. All right. Okay, here we go. Did the hot doctor and you have a connection? Absolutely, positively, yes, you did. It was not your imagination. But that begs another question. Is it going to lead anywhere? Probably not. Connection, yes, but probably don't get your hopes up. I think this doctor is probably a doctor who's not going to cross professional boundaries, blah, blah, blah. But there was definitely a connection, yes. Yes. Okay, Lisa Harmon, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Quinn Kalharius, Renata, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Next question is Princess Nai. Glad you're here. Thanks for being here. What does the universe want me to know? Barbie Bird, these questions are fun, right? Right. I love. Well, that's why I like the Saturday Psychic Sampler, because we get really fun, juicy questions. Okay, what does the universe want me to know? There's something causing you pain, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, something. You have to do something about that, and you need to focus on your career. All right. Hey, Caroline McLaughlin, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Next question, it is Renata, Quinn Kalharius. Glad you're here. I had a great date with G this week, but he's having a lot of financial and health problems, boo-hiss. So I'm scared about the future of our connection. What are his feelings and what does the future hold? Well, I mean, he knows he doesn't have everything to bring to the table. He really likes you, but he knows he understands the problem too. What does he want for the future? I mean, my guess is he wants whatever you'll give him. Now, do we think his health will improve? I think his health could improve, quite frankly. Do I think his financial situation could improve? Not as much, not as much. Do I think if he had good health that the two of you could have a good time together? I feel like the financial difference is you would have to find a way to work around that. I think it's possible, but it could be a problem. So I'm going to say proceed, but proceed with caution. All right, Lisa Harmon, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. You're up next. Sundial, I appreciate this so much, Sundial 40. Sometimes just knowing there was a connection is all you need to know for your confidence. Thank you. That is so true. That is so true. And that's really smart. I love that. All right, Lisa Harmon, here we go. What does Spirit want me to know? It's about friendships. Who can you trust as friends and who you can't? And who do you keep in the inner circle and who's a friendly acquaintance in the outer circle? I feel like you've managed your life well enough that now it's time to figure out how to manage your social life. All right, Sheila Selby. Good to see you. Here is a card for you. Will I get a new job soon? Oh, and by the way, I just want to say, before I get to you, Sheila, Lisa Harmon, not too long ago, gifted 10 people here memberships. So I just want to thank, that was a very generous thing to do, and I just want to say thank you once again. All right. Sheila Selby, will I get a new job soon? I think so, yeah. It depends. It doesn't seem like the soonest, like next week, but soon enough, yes, and it will be an improvement. Karen Hendershot. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Glad you're here. We appreciate you. Having medical tests this coming week. We are all holding you in so much love. Am I going to get answers and feel better soon without surgery? Okay, let's look at that in a few pieces. Will you have answers soon? Yes, you will have your answers soon. Will you be able to feel better soon? Yes. Is surgery a likelihood? Possibly. Unclear, but possibly. And if it is, then go ahead and do what needs to be done because it's what needs to be done. One way or the other, there are answers here, and that's good. 64, Amy Penn, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Never got my test results. So are the test results coming soon? I wonder if there's something lost in the shuffle. I would start getting on the phone. I would be getting on the phone, getting on email, getting on your My Chart, whatever it is, I would be doing that. And the daughter is ignoring you. That's okay. Let her ignore you. She knows you're there. She knows you're there for her. Don't, like if you have things you need to tell her things that do not require a response. And basically give her that space, I think is the best thing. All right. Oh, Lisa Harmon, you got a great deck. Oh my gosh, Bosch Tarot. Oh my gosh. Yes, 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 please do, please do. All right, Dora, good to see you. Dora Ferreira, glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. I have been trying to convince a depressed friend to get help. That's so hard. Should I keep this approach or give him a break? This approach is not working. This approach is not working. So you have to give him a break, but there's an underlying question here, which is, how do you best support him since the support you've been giving him has not been effective? How do you best do this? And the answer is just include him, talk to him, let him know he matters, be a friend. He knows what you think he should do. Eventually that might get in there. In the meanwhile, just be present. I'm so sorry for this. It's so sad. Andrea, 54 Hector, good to see you. What is Carlos's current energy about our relationship? Oh, and you're both fire signs. That's interesting. Carlos either doesn't trust you or doesn't trust the relationship or doesn't trust himself. There's a trust issue here. If there is any hope here, there has to be real communication and real honesty. Okay. CB Muzz, good to see you. My daughter is away at school and is having another episode with a health issue. Oh, I am so sorry. Oh my gosh. What can we do to get this healed permanently? Oh, I am so sorry. There are answers. I can tell you there are answers, but it's going to take time. In terms of how she's doing right now, this will be taken care of very quickly. Is campus health involved? Getting campus help, here's the thing. Involve yourself in whatever way you need to involve yourself, but what I'm getting here is that getting campus health involved and having her learn how to advocate for herself here is going to go a long way in getting this fixed. It will be okay. Okay. Oh, Teresa. Ooh. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, Teresa, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members only emojis. I wanted to ask about T's feelings for me. Is there a romantic potential? I have to come back for the reply because I have a meeting, but thanks so much. So you're not here to respond right away to me teasing you, but that's all right. It's just, we don't usually do these types of questions, so I'm really excited. Okay. T definitely likes being in your energy and likes being around you. Definitely as a friend. We can see definitely as a friend. Is there more than that? Maybe. What you want to do is continue the conversation, enjoy the conversation, and see what happens. These cards are not necessarily romantic cards. They're more friendship. But we also know that sometimes the best romance grows out of friendship. So right now, stay focused on friendship. See what happens. All right. Angie, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Glad you're here. Will forever love be coming my way after years of searching? Ooh, that is not the most ideal card, but yes. And actually, that does make sense. After years of searching, yes. And that's why sometimes you really do need to draw a second card. I believe it will. Don't give up. Rosemarie, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hey, Maria Barassi, glad you're here. Thanks for being here. looking for a new place. Will be a purchase or a rental, looking to own a home. If not now, when? Okay, so the new place, is it likely to be that the next place is a purchase or a rental? You may get into one more rental before you purchase. When do we see you purchasing? There's a lot here that says don't rush into it. It will be better financially to wait a beat. So if you find the perfect place now, go for it, fine. But if you don't, it's okay to have the next place be a rental and then buy after that. All right. All right. Rose, so good to see you. You're up next. And just Ness, I'm just seeing this. I don't want to waste any more time fighting them. Yeah, fair. I agree completely. All right. Rose, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. We appreciate you. I am having a good day. DH has always taken care of me. Now it's my turn to be supporting for him. What does he need from me to help me? No. What does he need from me to help him navigate this challenging time? What a great question. To know him, to communicate with him, to be present. Like really just to be present, to know how he is, and to respond to him appropriately and just be present. That's really the key. Just being present. Night to Dawn Tarot, good to see you. I've been in hermit mode since 2019. It's been great for my spiritual development, but not for maintaining or cultivating friendships and relationships. What will help me re-engage with others? Do new things. Things you haven't done before, new hobbies, might be a new job, or taking things that you've been doing and then sharing them with others, but starting like whole new things, right? Go to yoga, go to a meetup group, I mean, whatever, but doing new things. All right. Hey, Joanne, it's so good to see you. Joanne Lieza, thanks for being here. Will the situation with the person at work resolve or be able to come to arrangement, or will she make my life miserable indefinitely? Oh, that's great. Oh my gosh. It's already gone on for too long. No. The thing is, it doesn't look like it's easily going to resolve. What can you do to resolve this? There is a way to resolve this. And I think the key is coming to an arrangement, but you're going to have to push for this because no one wants to deal with this. So you're going to have to push for this or it will be miserable indefinitely. So it shouldn't be on you to fix it, but it is on you to fix it, and there is an arrangement you can come to. So sorry you're going through that. Okay. Ha! Oh man, this is going back to Yolanda and her daughter from Lisa Harmon. When my son was about 20, he asked me, Mom, why is it that the older I get, the smarter you seem? Still one of the best compliments I've ever received. Yep, there you go. And Diana, so glad you're going, not so glad, so sad, so sorry you're going through a tough time. All right. Ashley, my roommate has decided to go through a midlife crisis now and wants to party and play music. I didn't sign up for this. Should I move? Let's see. Yeah, when the roommate goes through a change, that can be hard. I would say try to wait it out. I think this has otherwise been a decent roommate. Or if you do try to move, be careful because you don't want to jump out of the frying pan and into the fire. And so be careful. I think if you talk to the roommate might become more considerate. If you can find a good place to move, fine, but it may be hard to do that right now. Hey, Rosemarie, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Is there a being or deity who wants to work with me? I need help, but not sure who to work with or if any deity or beings are around me. Oh, good question. Here we go. Okay, we are asking that a guide, guardian, helpful being of any sort, and helpful beings only, we are asking if such a being is able and ready to work with Rosemarie to come forward and speak through these cards. We are asking this now. Athena. Well, here's a few. Athena and Ma'at, Egyptian goddess of the underworld. And Athena is like what the goddess of what Greco-Roman, don't remember which, goddess of like truth and justice and things like that. So yeah, try them. Try them. Oh, I am seeing your question, Lumen. I'm going to jump in and do this now, and then I'll get back to the list. Clarification on your question. Do you need to save money because your job isn't secure or just to have a good nest egg? The job is not 100% secure, and you do need a good nest egg. So I don't want you to freak out. The job is like 75% secure, but a good nest egg is still good. Okay. Okay, here we go. Dishy 654, could you predict when I will get married? Yes, after an engagement. I'm sorry, that was mean. Now, here we go. I don't think it's immediate. I wonder if it could still be even like a couple of years off. But I mean, you would have some say in that, I would think. Joanne Ellis, good to see you. Okay, what does the universe want you to know? Be open to love in all its forms, even though people have disappointed you in the past. Yeah, the second one I mentioned, it is M-A-A-T, Egyptian goddess of the underworld. Okay, just scrolling through. Jackie Masters, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Does Spirit have a message for me? I'm seeking guidance that I can use over the next 8 weeks. All right. Guidance for the next 8 weeks for Jackie. Avoid conflict where you can. Don't let other people's being ridiculous and stupid get to you. Be busy doing the things that are most important to you. Be willing to walk away from what you need to walk away from and to walk to things that are better. This is all about improvement, staying in your lane, and keeping focused. Lily, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. I made a major move last May. I'm questioning whether I should stay here or move back to South Florida. Should I spend half time here and half time there? Okay, so stay where you are. Come back to South Florida. Go back and forth. or some other completely different thing. Here's the advice. I would sit for a minute. I would sit for a beat. I would wait. The answer is coming, and it may be in some ways none of the above or some configuration that you haven't seen yet. So I would say, if possible, wait, and the answer will become clear. I am so sorry to not give you a more definitive answer, but that's the way it is. It's important. Oh, Jenny, I'm so sorry I skipped you. Would you mind reiterating so I don't have to scroll back and find you? Go ahead and put it in, and I'll go right back to you. Thank you so much. And I apologize. Okay. Leslie Jones. Jackie, just the guidance I needed. Good. And Joanne, thank you for that. Yep. All right. Leslie Jones, good to see you. What are the Marine's intentions with me? He's been around for a while. How does he feel about our relationship? He wants you to trust him. He trusts you, but there's a part of him that thinks the relationship works really well, but then there's another part that thinks that it gets hard, and he's not quite sure how to balance it. And you notice, like, we've got all other suits and no cups. I think he really does care about you. I think he's got issues with love and romance and relationships, and he doesn't know how to handle those things. He is doing the best he can. You may need to ask yourself, like, what is his competence in general in this regard? Jenny, thank you for reiterating. I appreciate it. What are Elle's feelings for you? Here we go. He cares for you, finds you attractive, does not understand you, is a little bit afraid of you, and sometimes doesn't want to talk to you. Confusing, isn't it? Okay. All right, from my perspective, friends, I've come to the end of the list. If I accidentally skipped you, I'm so sorry. It was not my intention. Please do reiterate your question. If you are here and you have not asked a question yet, please do. This is great. Thank you, Lily. Thank you so much. Every card pull tells me to be still, so you've just reconfirmed that. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. You know, I've been thinking about how, like, sometimes the cards answer, but the answer is like none of the above. Just wait. Oh my gosh. Jenny, it makes so much sense. Okay, good. Thank you for that. My friends, we do have a class next week. It is coming up. Let me make sure I get the right date. I think it's Thursday, though. No, I'm lying. It's Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, the 20th, we have a class, Creating and Interpreting Tarot Spreads. I do hope you will join us. The link is already up for 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday. I will be back Monday in the morning, probably around 9:30, with your 3-card weekly reading. There is a link in the description to go to my website, make an appointment to see me, check out my newsletter, all the good things. Hope to see you there. I really appreciate all of you. Of course, special shout out to the members and the moderators. Thank you so much for being here. I will look forward to seeing you again really soon.